Pat Fitzgerald is an elite coach in college football. He has had Northwestern on the map since he's been there. He's developed that program, and every now and then again they surprise you. The biggest thing for Northwestern that you want to see is consistency, which is it's very difficult when you play in a conference with Wisconsin. In Iowa you have to go through them, but he has had them playing really well. You've seen last season they're coming off a tremendous season, an appearance in the Big Ten championship game, which they played a really great game until the end. Trey Sermon, he ran all over them, but Northwestern played really hard. No one gave them a shot to win, and they gave Ohio State everything they could handle. They had them. They had them. Just little things they can tweak here and there. They can be back in that position, and that's what we're going to preview today. And also, they were able to get a bowl victory in the Citrus Bowl, which was huge. Now, coming into the season, they're starting off right away with a conference game, playing Michigan State. Michigan State is a team that showed flashes of greatness last year, but albeit inconsistent. You never knew what you were going to get from game to game with Michigan State. Maybe they'll be a little bit more consistent, but I don't know if that consistency will be shown when they start off on the road against Northwestern. Now, Northwestern, these guys had 2 first-round picks, which was historic to see coming out of Northwestern. You never really see 2 first-round picks that make it to the league and the NFL. That's huge. And then after that game, if they can get by Michigan State, they play Indiana State. No predictions, just previewing it. Indiana State is a game that at home they should take care of business. Coming into the season, you should look for Northwestern to be ranked in the top 25. I think they've had a lot of success. They are well respected. The playoff committee respect them in the way that they rank them. Next, they go to Duke, which is going to be a huge game because Duke and Northwestern are 2 of the most highly educated universities that there are in the country, and they have huge academic rivalries, and maybe this will be, seen on the football field. This is a game that Northwestern is going to be ready for. I don't see Duke as a challenge for them. Duke has not shown me anything in football that makes me believe that Northwestern should struggle with them. But again, it is a road game, so you never know. It could be a trap game. After that, they come back home to play Ohio. This is a pretty favorable non-conference schedule. Look for Northwestern to be talked about. If they take care of business by the end of September, we're going to hear Northwestern's name in the top 15. Then they go on the road to Nebraska. Nebraska, Scott Frost, I don't know if he's on a hot seat yet, but that seat will be really, really hot if they're struggling. And Northwestern is going to be a game that those fans are going to expect them to win. Can they do it? I don't know. Nebraska is a team that needs to improve. They've shown flashes, but they have been inconsistent. Scott Frost, who knows how he has those guys doing, but a team that is not inconsistent that they will be playing is Rutgers with Greg Schiano. He has Rutgers back on the map. They play hard. Doesn't matter the talent level. They can be 2-3 stars. They're going to play like they're 5-star. That 5-star mentality. He has them playing hard. Rutgers is not going to be an easy game. They're going to give Northwestern everything they can handle. And if Northwestern's not ready for this game, it is a possibility that there will be a wrench in their season because this can easily be a loss. Because after that game, it doesn't get any easier. They got to go to that team up north and play in the big house and Jim Harbaugh. Harbaugh is pretty good at beating everybody but his rivals. He loses to teams like Ohio State. He loses to Michigan State, and occasionally he loses to Penn State. But everybody else he's had a great success with. So this is a game that Northwestern must be ready for. Minnesota coming back, P.J. Fleck, they had a terrible season last year. Look for Minnesota to be better, so Northwestern must be ready to play. Iowa is a game that is obviously going to be huge implications on who can have the possibility of going to the Big Ten championship game. Iowa's going to come hard. They're going to be ready to play. Same for Wisconsin. Those two, which that's really tough to play Iowa and Wisconsin back-to-back weeks. If they come out of that 2-0, that's going to be great. They finished with Purdue and Illinois. Man, those are two favorable games. Purdue and Illinois are games that they should win. But if they can get past Iowa and Wisconsin 2-0 or winning both of those games, you could look for them to be playing for a Big Ten championship game. But the key is just taking a game at a time. They have a pretty favorable non-conference schedule. If they could take care of business like they should, that's going to be the only thing. You wish that their bye week was between Iowa and Wisconsin. You know, they don't really get a break with that, but look for Northwestern if they take care of business to be one of the top 25 teams in the country once the season ends, maybe top 15, top 10 playing for a Big Ten championship, possibly a college football playoff.